Hello everyone and welcome to this week's Round the Firepit. Today we'll be looking at everything that happened over day 8. We'll be taking a look at some of your questions and looking at some of the bloopers from this week. Now, we had a very interesting week with everything that was going on. It is definitely a different kind of feel of a season. I know a lot of you think that this season of Love Island is boring. I'm not on that train. I don't think it's boring. I think, yes, there's definitely less drama and we know we like drama. We've started to try and stir up some of the drama at least as something happens, but sadly it seems like a lot of the characters aren't reacting to our drama in the way that we usually would have done. I saw a comment from someone, and I'll try and find it and put it in here, that said, by now, all of the islanders would have known what Triss and Ty got up to in the waterfall, and you are 100% right. It also seems a shame to me that we don't have Casa and Moore this season, and if we do, that is going to be a very, very quick day. We might still get Casa and Moore, but to me it doesn't look like it's going to be that way. We're going to have a look at some of the highlights before we get on to some of the questions you guys have asked. So, here we go. These are the highlights from day 8 of Love Island, the game. So, I wanted to have this chat with you in private before everything kicks off today. Kicks off. The recoupling! Everyone's been talking about it all morning. I'm almost looking forward to it. In a pulling a plaster off kind of way. How about you? It's scary. We're so close to the end now. Yeah, that's actually what I wanted to talk to you about. It would be nice to know what you're thinking. Just so I'm not surprised tonight. I'm not picking you. That's really horrible to say. Oh. Okay. You walk into the kitchen. Bill is making breakfast and AJ is massaging Harry's shoulders. Oh, AJ, don't stop! You clear your throat loudly, stifling giggles. I know you're here, Triss. I don't care. Some things are worth moaning for. AJ winks at you from behind Harry. Not the first time I've been told that, babes. Who's next? Triss? Sure, why not? Why not? AJ beams and beckons you to sit over in front of her. Her breath is warm on your neck. Her hands come to your shoulders, fingers firm on your muscles. Warmth spreads through her back as she works on your tension. Is the pressure okay? Oh, it's heavenly. All done. But, sorry babe. Unless you want to go in the living room? AJ says she'll carry on with the massage. A little bit of privacy is just what we need. What are you going to get me for a present? I'm getting you bids? Can I have my present now then? What a coincidence, I've got it right here. You pretend to dig into an invisible pocket, fishing something out, then use that hand to push back her hair before kissing her deeply. Afterwards, you lay your head on AJ's chest, listening to her heartbeat. I could just live here forever. In this beautiful villa with this beautiful girl. Your hockey team might have something to say about that. I've got a text! Howdy Islanders, it's time to pull on your boots and separate the wheat from the chaff in today's Cowboy Challenge. Hashtag ride 'em cowboy, hashtag giddy up. Oh no, we're not gonna have to ride a bull, are we? Oh my stars, who told her? As you approach the challenge area, you see an inflatable pen set up in the centre of the platform. Inside is a mechanical bull. On the other side of the ring is the makeshift facade of an Old West saloon. Shooting targets of various sizes are hung up upon it. Whoa, Nelly! We've got ourselves a challenge, cowfolk! Islanders, it's time to mosey on over and pick an outfit from the boxes. You'll need to look the part today as we find out who among you is the best at holding on to a rough ride. You realise that Nikki's already chosen an outfit from the trunk. Looking good? God, I don't look half bad, do I? Hey cowfolk, get a load of this. Oh, now this is what I'm talking about. How do I look, Triss? More cow than cowgirl. I am not saying that. You look like $1,000,000. Knew I could count on you to have my back. Don't wait around, get yourself something nice. Oh, this is our cowboy look apparently. I love it, like a smoking gun. As soon as you don your outfit, you feel a splash of cold water on your back. Gotcha! Of course, Seb went for the hat with the skull on it. Oh, that's me. Cowgirl, it's time to ride. First you'll need to mount the mechanical bull, then use the rope to lasso your bow onto the saddle with you. Hashtag lasso your bow, hashtag lots of knots. It looks like Bill and I will be up first. We've got to try and hold and hit as many of the targets as possible. Go ahead, I'll be waiting. Suddenly the bull jerks to life. Mickey grabs the handle in a panic. Whoa, Nelly, now what? I'm going to shout and whoop wildly. You whoop and holler like a cowgirl. The other islanders join in. Go on, Mickey! The bull seems to pick up speed, throwing Mickey around like a rag doll. She steadies herself for long enough to reel the lasso back in, and then goes for another shot. It misses again. Whoa, cowgirl, looks like you done got me. He throws himself into the pen and puts the rope around himself as if he'd been lassoed. Suddenly the bull rears up especially high and Bill and Mikey come tumbling off the back. You feel your phone vibrate. Uh-oh. Triss and Yasmin, you're up next. Let's see your moves. My turn! You've got this, Triss. I came to town to ride bulls and tame hotties. Or was it the other way around? You spin the lasso and throw it with all your strength in the direction of Yasmin. She's ready for you and in a flash jumps towards it, catching herself in the knot. A cheer goes up in the crowd of islanders. Nice shot! This is harder than it looks. You raise the water pistol to the targets and take a few shots. You manage to hit a few targets, but the constant movement of the machine beneath you makes it hard to get much done. She's having a bit of trouble. I'm gonna grab her pistol and go for the glory. Sorry babe, but right now you're as useless as a 10-gallon hat with holes in. You grab the pistol from Yasmin's hand. Huh? While Yasmin is distracted, a particularly violent swing sends her flying from the saddle. Long live the queen, baby! The bull goes wild beneath you. You know you don't have long left. Only using your thighs to hold you in place, you start firing at the targets, a pistol in each hand. Whoa! That's a girl! There's a new sheriff in town. It's Triss. Oh shoot. Looks like the fun's on pause, critters. I got a text. Sheriff Triss, time to round out your posse and head back to the villa for a real showdown. It's the recoupling. You sit down around the fire pit with the rest of the girls. The boys line up in front of you. Yasmin, sitting next to you, gives your hand a reassuring squeeze. Bill catches your eye and gives you a wink and a smile. Ty catches your eye, flashes a smile and blows you a kiss. You wait for a text. That's my phone. Triss, you will be choosing first. Okay, the pressure is on. So the person I want to couple up with is Ty. Sorry, Yasmin, by the way. Yes! You won't regret this, I promise. Anyway, the guy I want to couple up with is Nikki. So I'd like to couple up with Bill. The boy I'd like to couple up with is Kieran. So I'd like to couple up with Seb. So the person I'd like to couple up with is Harry. When you're the last couple at the fire pit, Ty turns to you smiling. Hey? Hey? I'm so excited to be finally coupled up with you. I've been wanting this for so long. Can we go somewhere more private? Yeah, sure, why not? You lie down with him on the ogre mats, facing each other under the stars. The breeze is cool, but you don't feel it. How about some celebratory bits? Let's get it on! Triss, that is twice in one day. Just saying. You look him in the eyes, smiling. He leans forward and kisses you. His lips are soft and gentle, but quickly grow urgent as he pulls you on top of him. When it's over, you lay next to each other, breathless, staring up at the stars, your fingers interlaced. Well, that was a workout. A high-intensity one. A cardio blast. Glute concentrated. My inner thighs are burning. It's getting late. We should head to bed. What do I want to do? I want to be the little spoon. You pull Ty's arm around you so he's spooning you. Oh, I love being the big spoon. Makes me feel like I can protect you from anything. That was a smooth line, Ty. I hope you enjoyed some of those. I think we definitely made the right decision in coupling up with Ty. I mean, I had a question from Amira. She asked, how do you separate yourself from Ashleigh when playing as Triss? Because I think Ashleigh is seeping in. Triss is getting less and less bad girl, like a bad girl wouldn't mince her words and beat around the bush, and I feel like Triss should have told Yasmin outright that she wasn't interested. I definitely feel like there is a problem there because Ashleigh is too invested in the game. So I am trying to take an outsider's perspective sometimes and definitely get into the head of Triss. If it was up to Ashleigh, I think we'd be coupled up with Bill or Kieran at the moment. I think that's where we would have gone. For me, personally, I don't think Ty cares enough. We didn't really get anything from Ty when we had to couple up with Kieran, and when we got back from the waterfall scene, he didn't really seem to care too much. He definitely didn't fight for us. In terms of not telling Yasmin exactly how she felt, I feel like Triss knew that Yasmin was going to be a perceivable option for the future, so she would have tried to keep her on her sweet side. Triss doesn't want to make sure any avenues are closed until she wants to close them. So she is definitely still a bad girl, still in the sense that she's not afraid to trample on anyone's toes. It's just that that kind of hasn't been able to happen this season. No one seems to care. The only kind of toe trampling we did is coupling up with Ty and not AJ, even though the two of them were coupled up in my game. So I do think that I need to work harder to separate Ashleigh and Triss. I don't regret any of Triss's decisions up to this point. I hope that makes sense. So I did get another question from Callum as well, who asks, who do you think is genuine and who do you think is there for the money? So I think most people there are genuine. In terms of like personality and what's lacking, I kind of feel like Kieran must be there for the money because, again, another one of you guys commented saying that Kieran's personality is based on his dog and his hometown. And you're kind of right. I kind of think Kieran could be there for the money. Also found it really interesting that Ty and Kieran seem to couple up in a lot of your guys' playthroughs, which we did see coming. We spoke about it in last week's Round the Firepit, but I'd like to see where that goes. And if I'm not mistaken, might be our first romantic male couple from seasons 2 and 3 at least. I also think Genevieve is a bit shady. I don't know why, because she's like the sunniest, loveliest personality, but I'm wondering if it's just for show. I don't know why, I just feel like she's hiding something. And that might be that she is there to win. And I tell you what, if she takes advantage of Seb, I'm going to be mad. Sydney asks, question of the day, does it annoy you that there are certain people we can't couple up with, such as Ella, Viv, Nikki and Seb? I think everyone should be free range like last season. I agree, I think that it's so restrictive and they also could have incorporated it so much better into the game. For instance, if you had a conversation with Seb, if you were interested straight at the beginning, and Seb told you, look, categorically, no, I'm not interested in you, that's such a better way of shutting you down and making sure you don't couple up with that character than just going, yeah, so Nikki and Seb, they're completely off the table. It's like in season 2, a lot of the girls you couldn't couple up with, and yet, like, there obviously was problems with that, not being able to couple up with anyone, but they were most likely straight, so you wouldn't be able to couple up with them as a girl, if that makes sense. I think that it does annoy me that we can't couple up with certain people. However, for me and for Triss isn't interested in Ella, Viv, Nikki or Seb. Nikki is not her type, I don't think. Again, they've never really clicked, and Seb and her are such good friends, it would be a shame if they had a relationship and something went wrong. Not to say they'd never try a relationship, but I just can't see them getting together either. Autumn Murphy asks, question of the day, if it was boys' choice, who do you think each guy would pick? Do you think Genevieve will pick Seb? So we know that Genevieve did pick Seb in the end. I think they're going to be a good couple, but I do still think something's going on with Genevieve. It's a bit shady. I think everyone coupled up with someone who they're meant to couple up with. I think Bill probably would have picked Triss because there is that kind of something going on, but I don't know. And I think Seb would pick Triss if Triss was ever like last picked and Seb was still there, just to keep her in, not for a relationship or anything like that. But I kind of think Ty wouldn't have picked Triss. I don't know what it is, but Triss, and like, I just can't get this out of my head that Ty isn't interested in Triss as much as Triss is interested in Ty, even with what happened in the last part. Let me know your thoughts down below. Thea Storygirl, I hope your name is Thea, it might be Taya, but Thea Storygirl asks, so first of all, does Triss like waffles? And we got a lot of waffles questions. Triss loves waffles. Ashleigh also loves waffles. Thank you so much to Ling, who asks, question of the day, pancakes or waffles? Waffles, every time. Thea asks, how do you see Triss's life being like after the villa? Who would she still be close with besides Seb, of course? Would she end up in a stable relationship? And would she actually win Love Island? So I think Triss's life will pretty much go back to normal after the villa. For some reason, I don't see Triss being the sort of person to take advantage of like the influencer path. She is a model, but I just can't see her being on Instagram as much. I feel like she would do Instagram sponsorships for things like albums that are coming out, and maybe like an ethical rock star clothing brand. I could definitely see that. But she wouldn't be the sort of person to do haul videos and stuff like that for Boohoo, ASOS, that kind of thing. That isn't really her style. I think that she would be still close with Seb. I don't think she'd be on negative terms with anyone else, but I think she'd probably meet up with AJ every now and again for a coffee. I think the first thing she'd do when she got out of the villa was probably try and find Lucas's details from season 2, because in my head, they're all in the same universe and they could all get together. Imagine imagine this. Season 5 of Love Island the game has just been finished, right? So maybe in 2 or 3 years' time, we get a Love Island All-Star series where people who are single from previous series come back onto Love Island. I'd be there for that. Imagine a series with Tris, Ashleigh, Gary, Lucas, Lottie, let's leave Hannah out. I just think that would be really, really fun, and we could always do something like that in The Sims if you guys are interested. I do think that Tris will end up winning Love Island. It's my goal, and I think that she probably will end up in a stable relationship, but maybe like when she's 50. I don't think she's ready to settle down quite yet. And that also leads me on to my next question, which is from Amira. Why did Tris save Bill? Her and Camilo seemed like they had something good. So one of the reasons why I picked Camilo to go home is that he and Iona seemed very happy coupled up together. They both said how happy they were with the other person. But also, I get the feeling Camilo, because he comes from a big family, he probably wants a big family himself. He probably wants to settle down as soon as he can and get married and probably have kids. I don't think that's what Tris really wants. Yet, anyway. Maybe later down the line, maybe not. I just think Tris still has a soft spot for Bill, and she probably wants Bill to be happy. Because let's be honest, will Mickey really be making Bill happy? I mean, probably, but who knows. We also had a few questions about the new islanders coming in. So Matha asks, what are your thoughts about the new islanders coming in? Sydney asks, will Tris stay with Ty, or do you think her head will be turned? It seems like day 10 will have new islanders because of the title. Are you going to put all your eggs in one basket or might your head turn? And Nikki McBride asks, what type of new islanders will you prefer? So, I'm excited for the new islanders to come in. Tris is excited for the new islanders to come in. I think that it would be really nice to have someone who's a bit more rockabilly. Like, we want a rock star in the villa. That is Tris's type on paper. That is exactly who she'd want to go for. Someone who's got a bit more pizzazz, someone who probably is like Seb but a bit more, someone who is into his records but is also like on the music scene, someone who's in a band, maybe a guitarist, you know what guitarists are like, someone who plays drums, I don't know, someone in a band, maybe a bassist, maybe a vocalist. I've just said most members in a band. Anyway, I think that would be amazing. And the new guy, again, who looks like he could be coming in, probably is Tris's type. Again, there is something holding me back that is preventing Tris from entirely coupling up and like committing herself to Ty, and I think that means that her head could be turned. So I think that answered all 4 of those questions. Nikki asks, what experiences would you like to have Tris to have in her remaining 5 days? So Tris has already done bits with AJ, Ty and Camilo. I would like to do bits with a lot more people because I think it's fun. I don't think I've ever seen anyone play a Love Island playthrough in this sort of way, and I certainly haven't either, so I would love to see Tris try and get with as many people as possible, and if it's not stirring up drama, we're not going hard enough because apparently the drama is not there to be stirred. Katerina Granina asks, questions of the day, the vampire werewolf merfolk question from Seb got me thinking. It might be about the new islands that are about to come, like we had a similar question before Ty and Co came in. So my question is this, who do you think represents those 3 in the villa? Anyone who's already there or some new newcomers? If they're already there, who's who and why? The merfolk one, I feel like Yasmin is like the embodiment of a mermaid, and Ty as well. I feel like those 2, I don't know why Ty and Yasmin haven't coupled up because I feel like they are very well suited to each other. And they're both kind of like, but they're just beautiful people. The vampire is definitely like, Nikki gives me vampire vibes. And as for werewolf, I don't know who give me werewolf vibes. Maybe a new guy would be werewolf. Then again, AJ's got the energy to be a werewolf. Katerina also brings up a different point, was, is it about the MC's relationship status, vampire being someone before, werewolf being someone who stole her from the vamp, and merfolk some third option, including the future newcomers? Honestly, it's a good question and I have no idea, so I can't wait for day 9 to roll around. Lottie says, I'm so obsessed with you and your videos and I'm entering any competition you do and hope I can win some gems. So we did do a competition a couple of weeks ago now and I probably will be doing another one soon, so keep watching Round the Firepit videos because I think you guys in particular deserve the love for sitting through what is often quite long videos, so keep an eye on these ones. I can't promise a competition anytime soon, so if you do watch them all, thank you so much, and you might even win some prizes in the future. Also, more, you still haven't claimed your prize, so if you can message me on social media or email this email below, I'd really appreciate it so I can give you your gems. Lossie asks, who is one boy you would not couple up with and why? Nikki or Seb, because I can't. Seriously, in all seriousness though, I think probably Harry. I just think he's a lovely person, but I think he is very much not suited for Triss. Triss would just eat him alive, and you know, maybe Harry would need that, but I think there is probably someone out there who is more suited to Harry. Finally, Elias asks, and I think he's asking about season 4. He asks, do you think there'll be a season 4? And if there was a season 4, when would it be? So I have no idea if Fusebox will think about doing a season 4. The likelihood is they will, because it does bring them money. They do have people spending money on gems, and if they did it would probably be next summer. I can't help but think that they do get so much hate on their seasons. Whether it's rightly so, that's up to you. I mean, you all know where I stand with this season and other seasons. I wouldn't be surprised if they just stopped making content or moved on to something else as soon as it didn't become lucrative anymore, because they would have no need to continue to create something that they put their time and effort into and they probably love, for it to get crushed and hated on at every opportunity. And again, whether or not that's because of bad storytelling or lack of drama or whatever, but if it's not making them money anymore, they won't do it. So it depends. I don't know the stats, I don't know how many people still play Love Island, but I can imagine it's quite a few, and I don't think they're going to be stopping anytime soon. Plus, Fusebox, if you're watching, do the All-Star season, because I think that's going to be very popular. So that is it for the questions for today. However, we do have some bloopers for you guys. Take a look at these. And now for some bloopers. Warmth. I forgot how to speak. We haven't led her on. I don't see if she cares. I don't care if she sees. I'm glad you're here, Bill. You charge through the stampede. Mickey tugs weakly at the lasso as Bill comically struggles to pretend. Suddenly, the bill. No sooner have you placed your butt in the Genevieve and Kieran are next, followed by Hannah. I'm all a tizzy at what's afoot here on this blah 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 blah. Viv beans at him. Beans? I hope you enjoyed those, me making a fool of myself, and you know what, if you want to watch me make a fool of myself live, I stream on Twitch about 3 times a week, and the link's here and always in the description. It's twitch.tv/Ashleigh Emilia, and you could join the Waffle Squad over there watching me, and it's a lot of fun. We play a lot of horror games, so if that's not your thing, you might not want to come over, but we also do play other games like Animal Crossing, Mario Kart, other things like that. It's a lot of fun, and I really enjoy connecting with you guys and getting to chat with you, like, actually in person. I really do enjoy live streaming, and I hope you guys do decide to come over. The last giveaway, obviously, was for people who followed my Twitch and for my second channel, MAE. And there'll probably be similar rules for future giveaways as well, just because that's what I'm really passionate about at the moment. Obviously, I still love Love Island, but sometimes it can be a little bit overwhelming. You guys did say in the last Round the Firepit you would be interested in me doing a video talking about my experiences with Love Island and what I feel like Fusebox could improve. So I'll definitely start writing up some things for that, and let me know as well if you want that video as well. Also, we have some good news. So the last thing I want to talk about today is for next week's Round the Firepit, I will be joined by my husband Simon. So if you have any questions, you want any relationship advice, if you want to know his thoughts on Love Island, because he's been watching and editing every episode, bar one, see if you can catch which one I edited. Just let me know in the comments down below. So use hashtag QOTD or hashtag question of the day to leave your question down below. Also, if you have any questions for Simon, let him know specifically that they're for him. I would love to see you guys in next week's Round the Firepit, so definitely tune in. I love doing these videos. These are one of my favourite videos to do because it makes me feel closer to you guys. If you've got this far in the video as well, I'd love to know one thing you're looking forward to for the rest of 2020. Whether it's just going outside on a nice walk or whether you've got tickets for something booked later in the year. I'd love to know. Thank you so much for watching this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it and I will see you in the next one, which will be on Wednesday, I believe. Make sure if you haven't already subscribed, you click that subscribe button and like this video if you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching and I will see you soon. Bye!